Hello, welcome to Architecture, part C of the project, which is building a model. Here on my left side, we have a model of an actual building which was built in Arkansas in 1980s. It's called Thorncrown Chapel, and the architect is Faye Jones. The form of the building. Um, the building was built in the middle of the woods, and it blends with the environment. It has a basic shape, but it was created by repeating structural elements on a rectangular basis. The transparency and the repetition of the structures makes it feel infinite. The floor plan is simple. It's basically a loft. It has one room, so it's just a loft. The function. The building is a chapel. It's a place of reflection and encounter. It's a non-denominational religious place. The material and methods used to constructing the actual building. The building was mostly built out of wood, 2x4s, 2x6, 2x12s, and some metal, plus some filled stone. The reason why the architect chose this material to build this construction, it was because of the reduced space, the fact that the location was a little bit hard to get to, and they didn't want to destroy the surroundings of the trees and the fauna that was around. The reason why they picked these materials, it was because the space where they wanted to build the chapel was restricted. They couldn't get in there with the heavy equipment without destroying the trees and the place. So they chose material in such a way just two people could carry anything to the work area. In 1981, after it was built, the chapel gained the American Institute of Architects Honor Award, receiving international recognition. How does the building relate to the time and place? Well, the building is mostly built from indigenous material, which is specific for that area. They didn't have to import anything from different areas. They had everything handy. And the building combines two architecture styles from 19th century, which the building was built in 19th centuries, and at the same time it incorporates these two styles, which is Romantic tradition and American transcendentalist style, which incorporates nature. The desire of James Reed to build a glass chapel, and the desire of Faye Jones to create new forms led to constructing this beautiful building in Arkansas. This incorporates nature, giving it a sense of spirituality. So because the building is right in the middle of the woods, the walls are made out of glass, and it gives a sense of infinite because of the repetition and the repetition of the elements and the transparency of the walls. It gives this sense of spirituality, because people can go there and reflect. They feel like they are unlimited. They have no boundaries around them, although the building is small. So We talked about this. Now let's have a closer look at the model. The model is basically a representation of the actual building. By no means is identical, but pretty close to the actual structure in reality. As you can see, the model is mainly built out of wood. The only element present in there is the glue that I used to hold it together. Um, and the actual building, in reality, the predominant element used for constructing it is wood, mostly pine. And as you can see, the wood is connected together. For example, in the roof, we have two boards next to each other. They are used parallel to create the structure, and we can see this repetition of elements throughout the project. And we can take a look inside, and we can see the same geometrical figures are represented in there. And right here at the entrance, we can see this joint. This has the only metal that is in the building. Um, this section of the model, all the way through the back, is connected through pieces of metal. And there's some other joints. They are similar, and the architects use the same technique to connect the pieces together. And one thing I forgot to mention is the dimensions of the model, which is 20 inches long and 14 inches tall. And the width is 7 inches, 6.5 inches wide.